Welcome, everybody, to our wellness series. And today I am excited and pleased to have Marie-Claude, with whom we have this great connection together. Over this past year, we've been connecting and exploring different topics. Today, I want to tell you all about Marie-Claude and her amazing work. She is a master Reiki. She has studied under another Reiki master, and she has been doing this amazing work transforming people's lives over these past 10 years. So welcome, Marie-Claude, to our wellness series. So I'll let you take it from here.
Thank you, Christina. It's always a pleasure to see you again, and your lovely smiling face and your heart. It's just amazing every time. Thank you for the invitation. And well, for me, Reiki has always, like I say, for the past 10 years, it's been in my life. And when I first started Reiki, it was really for me. I needed something to, they say Reiki comes when you're ready to receive it, right? And that the master comes along. And honestly, it was introduced to me about 20 years before. And I said no to the person. I said, I'm not ready for it. And then when I moved, I was in Quebec City at that time. And I moved to Shawinigan. And then we moved to Montreal. My husband was military. When I came to Montreal and I met this girl, and I said, okay, now I'm ready for Reiki. And she was a Reiki master.
And it's like anything in life, right? You need to be ready. You have to be ready.
Yeah. So I had been, somehow my life had been bringing me there without me knowing. And then I was ready at that point to really become a Reiki master and learn it. So with Nazarena Santini, she taught me. I did my first 1, 2, 3 with her, and it was what I needed. It was perfect, in itself. And when I first did my first attunement of Reiki 1, I just felt like I was coming home. I felt I was at my place. It was such a feeling of perfect love. There was no so that's when I knew this is for me. This is what I really want, because I wasn't.
Yeah, so tell me a bit about like Reiki for those who don't understand Reiki, who's never done Reiki, and how is that meaningful? Like, I hear the meaning, I sense the power that it had over you in your life and the transformation, and like your willingness, your own heart center wanting to deliver that to others. So that's what I see in you, that service of wanting to bring that clarity and that emotion to others. So can you tell me a bit about the meaning in Reiki?
In itself, like just the word Reiki, it's from Japan, basically. So it's Rei and Ki, two symbols or two words together. Rei is universal energy. Ki is the chi or the ki of the person, the universal life force, basically. That's what it means. It's all together. Now I know Japanese experts, so I can't.
That's wonderful, though. Wonderful.
But it's what it is in itself. It's a conscious, loving energy that is non-judgmental, and it's all for your well-being. It's always for your highest good, and it doesn't do any harm. It works well with other types of treatments. Let's say you're having treatment for any like cancer or pancreas, whatever you're having. This can help a lot. It doesn't go against anything you're taking. It can with your medication also. If you're religious, it doesn't really go against any religion. It's really an all loving, encompassing energy of love. So you just allow it to be. So that's
and we all could use a bit more of that, I have to tell you, in our everyday life. And I do often hear people say it's like a practice. It's like a practice. Is it a practice? Is it like,
in a sense, it could become a practice for some people. They like to meditate with it, so often they will do the gasto symbol, where they just call in all the chi energy and bring it to their heart. And then they can say, because there are precepts, it's like, just for today, I will not be angry. So we're going into, we're taking life in a day-to-day basis. We're not overthinking the future or about the past. like just for today, I will let go of my anxiety, my worry.
Okay. So I see
So
it is less of a practice, but more of a setting an intent and an awareness, like what is this intent? And then how can I manifest that, right? More in my life.
And it's all in the now. Like, do I want to worry now about everything that's going on, or do I want to be happy now in the moment? Because you can't do anything about worrying, you know, like you can't do about what's happening outside of you. You don't have control really. So it's really bringing you inside your heart, inside of your own presence, and okay, what can you let go? What can you focus on? So it brings a mindset of going from the negative to the positive. You know, instead of having your glass half full, half empty, you're seeing it half full. Like or you can add more water, or you can bring more light. You know, you can play with that water and then bring in something else.
I can totally relate to that, because as time went on and, you know, we gain experience and sometimes wisdom as we age, I do recognize that. And I mean, how many of us haven't had that moment where you're in the present, you are in the moment? It's happened to me when I've been driving. Like I'm driving and I'm subconsciously driving because my thoughts have taken over. So I can't say I'm really in the present. I wouldn't necessarily, that's healthy. And I'm not recommending that to any of the viewers. Please don't do that. Join Marie-Claude with Reiki so you could understand how to be in the present to avoid that scenario. Because I do have that when my creativity comes with it, but I work also in science, and all of the science kind of clashes sometimes with the art. And then I kind of have this mind that's just a runaway train, and having that ability to bring myself back to the present with intent, that could be so valuable. So in your experience in your last 10 years working in your clinic with your clients, what is basically the restoration and the experience that they might find working with you, working through you? So sort of tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it all depends, like you said, what their attention are and what they want to really work on. But usually, since I'm sort of opening, I'm not the one doing the work, honestly. I'm holding the space and I'm allowing this energy to pass through me because I'm attuned to it. And then I can hold it for the person. So that person is having more and more this chi coming in, and they feel this love, and it will go where it has to go. So some people have been feeling less stress. They'll be more attuned to what they want. They'll be going from a state of confusion to more focus. Some people will have more intuition coming in, and they sort of then realize, oh, I really want to do this instead. So sometimes they'll have like a change or a transition of life. If they have like physical pain, this will probably help accelerate the healing, because the body is in a state of wellness. In that state, well, it does its own auto-healing instinct will come up, you know. So that's going to help the body to feel less of the pain, to accelerate its healing. So depending on what it is you're doing, it helps on different levels, because it's the body, but it's, you know, we're talking about the mental body, the emotional body, and the spiritual body. So we're talking about all layers of aspects of who you are. So someone who's also troubled emotionally and is having a hard time coming into happiness or into neutrality, well, that's going to help them come into that state. And from then they can switch into bringing more happiness and more joy. So it works really where you have to work.
Yes, it seems it's very personalized, right?
Yeah.
And it's where I guess the client is wanting to focus the attention, because they know they've seeked you out. They're looking for a solution, and then through your support, I imagine, is where you can build this intention and take them where they're at.
And most people often they have like they sort of know what's going on. They don't know really, but I find, if I would explain it, I find it's more like the soul is sort of not really happy with what's happening, and they're like, and their body is showing signs of it. Their emotions are showing signs of it, but it's not like, there's no cuts, there's nothing wrong with their body. It's working. Like when they go to the doctors, there's nothing. They try to fix it, but there's a part of you, your soul is like saying, no, I'm not comfortable. You're not listening to me. And so you're sort of redoing a connection with your inner knowingness, your wisdom, um, your intuition, all this together. So we're connecting the mind, the heart, and the body together so that then you feel aligned. Then you're comfortable being here. Then you feel like, okay, I'm in a good place and I can do things that I really enjoy. So it's a process like anything else.
Yes, and I can see that too. And I can see how in today's world, like we're disconnected with that because these are not things that we are innately taught. It's almost as if we're rejected them from a young age. We had them, we were wide open.
Yeah.
And through life experience, whatever that may be, it was like shutting down, shutting down, conform. And then to the point where you're saying, who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? I need something I can express. And that's where Reiki can become the master.
Yes,
so go
basically.
see Marie-Claude Smart. I'm going to put the comments either at the end of this video where you can reach her if you believe having some connection with wonderful Marie-Claude and do some Reiki work so you can gain clarity in the new year. So this is a little bit a part of our new Fresh Start series, but we did want you to also know and meet and greet Marie-Claude Smart. So thank you, Marie-Claude, for being with us today. Is there anything else you would like to share before we wish you well? Until next time.
Well, honestly, I'll say that follow your heart, people. When you're ready to do this kind of work, you'll find the person that's good for you. Even if it's not me, it could be somebody else around you who you resonate with. Follow that section that's saying, oh, she might be able to help me. And it's not that she's or he is helping you or doing the things, but they're going to bring you an awareness and they're going to bring you this possibilities to open to your own potential. I want you to realize that you're empowered and I want you to open to your own potential. And that's what Reiki should be doing. So nobody should be taking your power. You should be empowering yourself. And that's what I want to tell people.
That's an amazing message to leave with everybody. So new fresh start 2022. Open your heart. Yeah, the heart is actually the leader.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everyone.